Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here's the big question. What if Earth were twice the size? Sounds wild, right? How would gravity, the atmosphere, and life change if our planet was double its size? What would we need to survive? We're about to find out. But first, I want to ask you, if Earth was bigger, how do you think your daily life would change? Take a second to think about it. Would you struggle with basic tasks like walking or carrying things? Keep that thought in mind as we go through this. Before we dive into today's mind-blowing question, do me a favor, smash that like button and hit that red button and join the crew. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on all the crazy what-if scenarios we explore here. Let's get into today's topic. All right, let's get started. First up, gravity. Right now, Earth's gravity pulls everything toward the center, and it's strong enough to keep us on the ground. But did you know that gravity depends on the size and mass of a planet? If Earth were twice as big, the gravitational force would increase. In simple terms, bigger size means a stronger pull. In fact, gravity would be about 4 times stronger than what we experience today. This means that if you weigh 150 pounds today, on a bigger Earth, you'd weigh around 600 pounds. Imagine trying to walk around with that extra weight. Every step would feel harder. Lifting a backpack or groceries would feel like lifting a heavy weight in a gym. Now think about the challenges. How would humans adapt to this stronger gravity? Maybe our bodies would become stronger over generations, thicker bones, larger muscles, or even different ways to move, like using special suits or technology to help us carry things. What do you think? Could we survive and adapt to this new gravity? B. The atmosphere. Thicker air. Next, let's talk about the atmosphere. Right now, the Earth has an atmosphere made up of gases like oxygen and nitrogen. It's what allows us to breathe and protects us from harmful space radiation. If Earth was twice the size, it would have a bigger atmosphere, and the air would be denser because of the stronger gravity. Let's put this into numbers. Our current atmosphere has about 10-13 millibars of pressure at sea level. If Earth was twice the size, the atmosphere would be much thicker, and the air pressure would be much higher, about 4 times as much. This would mean that the air you breathe would feel heavier, and we'd need to adapt to this extra oxygen pressure. Do you think we could breathe this thicker air easily? Or would we need to make some serious changes, like stronger lungs, or more efficient breathing systems? And what about plants and animals? With more oxygen, maybe plants would grow even bigger. Would we see giant trees and huge animals like in prehistoric times? Let me know what you think in the comments. C. Gravity's effect on water and land. Now let's imagine what Earth would look like. With a bigger planet, the continents and oceans would be spread out much more. The land masses would be much larger, and there would be massive new mountain ranges and valleys. If Earth was twice as big, the oceans might be deeper, and we'd likely have larger bodies of water. The water would be pulled toward the center of the planet even more, and because of the stronger gravity, Earth's oceans might rise a little higher, covering more land. This could change coastlines dramatically. Can you imagine new coastlines and places that could now be underwater? With these bigger oceans, weather patterns would change too. Storms could get more intense, and the way clouds form would be different. The air would be denser, and winds could become stronger. How would these changes affect where we live? Would people be forced to build differently, or even move to new places? What kind of new weather patterns might appear? D. The impact on life now. Let's talk about how life would change. If Earth was twice as big, would humans adapt and survive? Well, let us think about how much more energy we would need to live in a world with stronger gravity. Our muscles and bones would need to be much stronger. In fact, we might start to evolve into larger, stronger humans just to cope with the extra weight. But let's not forget about other creatures on Earth. Animals and plants would also need to adjust. They might grow larger or adapt in ways we can't even imagine. The extra gravity could also affect reproduction. For example, how would a mother give birth to a baby in a world where gravity is pulling harder on everything? And what about our day-to-day activities? Simple things like walking, running, and even sleeping could become more difficult. Just think about how much energy we have to put into things we take for granted today. E. transportation, and technology. Let's move on to another big question. How would transportation change? Cars, planes, and boats would all need to be redesigned. With stronger gravity, planes would need to be much more powerful to take off. In fact, even the way we design roads and buildings would change. Buildings would need to be stronger to support the extra weight, and the roads we drive on would need to be built to handle the extra strain. What about space travel? With a larger Earth, escaping the planet would become much harder. Rockets would need to use more fuel, and we'd have to develop new technology just to leave Earth's atmosphere. Now think about the most common things in our daily life. Lifting a shopping bag, carrying groceries, or climbing stairs would all be harder. Imagine doing that while carrying the weight of 4 times your body. Life on this planet would require a lot more effort. F. Could we survive on a bigger Earth? So, could we survive on a bigger Earth? The answer isn't simple. The Earth might be able to support life, but humans would have to adapt in significant ways. Evolution would play a huge role in helping us survive. We might evolve to be stronger, bigger, and perhaps even smarter, just to keep up with the challenges of living on a larger planet. Would technology help us survive? Or would we need to change our bodies to cope with the new world? How long do you think it would take for humans to adapt? Would we need to rely on technology, or would evolution take care of it? There's so much to think about when imagining a world where Earth is twice the size. Gravity would be stronger, the atmosphere would be denser, and life as we know it would change drastically. From the way we move, to the way we breathe, to the way we build our world, it would all be different. So, what do you think? How would you survive on a bigger Earth? Would humans adapt, or would life be too difficult? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more awesome what-if scenarios. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.